So, Lexi, for people who might not know of you or this amazing place, could you give us an intro?
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, my name's Lexi. I'm the owner. We've been here for 7 years. We just turned 7 at the beginning of this month.
Congratulations.
Which is incredible. It's gone so fast and so slow, which is a blessing. But anyways, we're a family-owned cycling studio and boutique. So behind us, we have our full-size boutique, which some people don't really realize we actually have a full-size boutique. It's not just like our branded stuff. We sell everything you can think of. And then when it comes to cycling, we also do everything you can think of in terms of rhythm, power, speed. We do a mix of both. And then we also offer some hybrid classes. So you're on and off the bike doing a mix of both, cycling and some upper body, lower body, and core work. So everything.
Very cool. I hope some of the music gets picked up.
I know.
Because it's popping here.
That's my playlist in there, so I'm always
That's
playlisting.
the party room over there.
And I should disclose we are literally in the waiting area, so people might start coming in. You have a class here in a little bit.
Yes.
So if all of a sudden we start looking up at people, that's what it is. So that's really cool. Let's start with the clothes before we get to the obvious, right?
For sure.
So Alaina is actually what a fashion major I would call you, right?
Yes.
So why don't you ask a fashion question regarding the clothing? I'm putting her on the spot. Let's see. There we go.
Okay. Well, where do you find all these clothings? Like, where do you source them from?
Honestly, a bunch of different places. Our main brand that everybody loves is called Z Supply. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes.
That is our number one brand. It's our go-to. It's the softest bestseller. So we start there and then we work our way in terms of denim, whatever goes really. But yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're really in season, so I'm sure this changes a lot, right?
It does, yeah. So give it 2 months and we'll be pretty much spring stuff already, which is crazy to even think about.
I like the hat here for the vibes. I should have wore that for the podcast. That's pretty sweet.
I know, vibes are our thing for sure.
Nice.
Good vibes.
Cool. So the clothes are beautiful. Tell us a little bit about the type of classes that you offer here.
Yeah, sure. So our Let's Vibe 45, that's our signature class. We've had that since we opened. It's a power-based class. So we started as just a power studio. So I'm sure you've seen on Instagram the videos of people cycling doing the crazy stuff, like X's, flies, sprinting. So we do that too. Not as crazy, but we started with the Let's Vibe. So that's our signature class. That's power. Our rhythm classes are going to be the more to the beat of the music. We really use the songs and the BPMs of the music to determine what our feet are going to be doing, and then we add in the choreography from there. And then, like I said, we have the hybrid classes, so it's 35 cycling, then 15 off the bike. We do either 15 core, lower body, or upper body. So we have all the supplies you could need in the room: mats, bands, weights. So you really just have to bring yourself. That's it. We got it all here.
Have you done a class something similar to this?
I have.
Have you?
Super fun.
So
it's fun. Yeah.
Is something like this welcome to someone like Alaina who's done it before, and someone like me who is
absolutely.
Never?
We always say
could a novice walk in?
Definitely. It's going to get dark in there. Music's going to go up. Lights are going to go low. That's what we say at the beginning of every class. So it's really, you can get as lost in the music as you want to. I know sometimes I look out and people are doing their own thing. Sometimes people are into it and singing. Sometimes people, are jamming with their buddy next to them. So it's your own thing.
That would be cool to do something, an experience like this with friends or family or something like that.
Yeah. A lot of people, even if you came in knowing nobody, a lot of people leave knowing somebody just because you see the same people in the same room next to you or behind you, around you, and you get to know each other. So, yeah.
Super fun. I see those cycling shoes over there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So our bikes, you can only use cycling shoes to cycle with them. Like old school bikes, you used to be able to slide your feet in the cages, but we don't offer that. We only let you use the shoes just because it's a better relationship with the pedals almost. You get the most by being attached to the pedal. You can use your full leg. So we only do the shoes, but we have them here for anybody that doesn't have their own pair.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I have 1,000 questions because I've never done this before. I don't want to ask dumb questions where everyone's oh, of course. So let's start with how you actually participate in something like this. Okay. Is this monthly? Can you drop in? Is it all the above? If someone's watching this, I've always wanted to try it. This place seems awesome. How does that happen?
So new riders, first week is always free. So you can try out any format. Since we have 3 different, we always recommend that you start with that, try every single class, get to know all of our instructors because we have a ton. And then from there, depending on how much you think you're going to be coming, you can either do by the class pack or an unlimited monthly option. So there's really a bit for everybody, depending on how much you can get here or how much you want to get here, especially if you're doing something else.
That's pretty wild. And 7 years is a long time.
Yes.
Lots happened. So first, congratulations. That's quite a feat. what has stuff changed? Obviously, maybe the clothes, like styling, and things like that have changed. But like, has the industry or like what the offering or what people who come in here expect changed over 7 years?
I feel like yes. Like I said, we started with just like power and like not that we didn't like go by the beat of the music, but the music was almost like background noise. Like obviously it gets super loud in there, but when we started it was more like background.
Type of music you play. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm trying to pay attention.
So you're like 1, 2,
made this
1,
a happy
2.
hour.
Yeah, so that's what your feed would be doing. But yeah, so we kind of started just like that, and then like as the industry changed, obviously it was like really trendy on Instagram and TikTok, like those cool cycling videos. So we added that in like right after we came back from COVID. So when we reopened, we just one day I was like, come on in guys, we're doing a training and this is how we're gonna start teaching. So then we obviously couldn't get rid of what we're known for, but it was great to add it on. So
yeah, the videos are what I know. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like that's kind of
I know, and
a
they're
little intimidating.
Oh,
like
for
like
sure.
and like especially when you see it almost looks choreographed. You're like it looks like a music video.
I know.
Like,
I always say like the 0.5 seconds that you see on Instagram, I search for those 0.5 seconds in the videos that we take. Like nobody looks like that normally. Like it's just
your
unrealistic.
Instagram's fun.
Yeah.
Like I have to admit, like when we were right before we came here, I looked at it and I was like, they're fun. They're paid. Their staff looks fun. Like,
yeah.
Like all your you had your. Do you call them trainers? You call them
just instructors?
Instructors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like the instructors all seem to be kind of like jovial and like
for
it just
sure.
seems very fun.
Yeah, and they're here when they're not teaching too, which really makes it feel like a community because like you see the same faces. Obviously, they'll be your coach one day, and then the next day they'll be riding right beside you.
Or
So.
they play film crew.
Yeah, exactly. Hallie, she's
not
our
even paying
go-to
attention.
girl.
Our video's not even on right now. We're just.
Okay, so one question I did have was there's cycling and spin. What's the difference between those two?
Honestly, I wish I had an answer. I feel like they're the exact same thing.
Okay.
I feel
Wow,
like
that's cool.
it used to be spin a while ago. That's like what it started as the terminology, and then it's like cycling spin. They're the same thing.
Okay, it's
now.
just a different name.
Yeah, just a
pretty
different
much.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people? I mean, this might be the dumbest question. I've asked a lot of dumb questions on the podcast, but like, are a lot of these people who come here cyclists, or a lot of these people here just like this is their exercise? You know what I mean?
So we have a mix of both. Like the
Okay.
people who come to more of the power style, they will cycle outdoors in the summer. One of our instructors actually just did a century ride, so that's 100 miles.
Wow.
So he is
Wow.
a cyclist. And then some of our, I know, insane.
Man.
Yeah, not for me. I stick to ones that don't go anywhere. But yeah, so we do have both. We do have both.
Yeah, that's really cool. The
Yeah.
shoes, like, I guess one thing that I would want to say for anyone who's watching this and like would contemplate coming to a place like this is like, don't be intimidated.
Yeah,
because
for
like
sure.
I see the videos of the choreographed dudes up and down, up and down. I'm like,
Yeah.
hell no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
My freaking life depended on
Yeah.
it. And then I see the shoes, then I'm like, oh my gosh, like,
Right.
you know what I
It's
mean?
scary
But
at
like,
first,
yeah,
but-
I would be intimidated. But like, it would definitely be fun.
Oh, for
like, maybe
sure.
one day we could come do a class.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
videotape that. That
I
would
know.
be, well, not videotape me, but like, you know,
Right.
class.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
always say the hardest part is just like walking through the doors and experiencing it, because you're going to meet you're going to meet somebody that you can talk to, even if you come in knowing nobody.
When do you
and
get
that
to talk
makes
to
a
him though?
difference.
Like, it's bumping. Like,
Oh, before class.
it's like,
Don't
it's kind
worry.
of like a club environment.
Yeah,
Everyone
before
just comes
class.
in. It is hard probably to be unhappy in that room.
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind of like
true.
walking into like
It's just
a party.
I
energy.
know.
It's just
I just
fun
keep
and
looking
energy.
at it. I'm like,
I know, the
the
lights
lights
are
Lights are
changed.
cool.
It
Yeah.
looks
Yeah.
so fun.
Yeah.
What's the TV? Like,
So the TVs have music videos if you pop your head in. So
Okay.
our Let's Vibe offers music videos and our rhythm class doesn't.
okay.
So
And how long did you say each class is?
the Let's Vibe 45 is 45. Our rhythm our rhythm 45 is also 45, and then our rhythm 35 and 15
35
that's
and
15.
15?
Yeah,
okay,
so 50.
so that they'll say it.
Yeah,
So by the
that's-
name.
that's exactly
Even
what
someone
it
like
is in the
me could
title.
figure that out.
Yeah.
Got
That's
that
in the
one.
title,
All
so
right.
There's no confusion.
Well
You
said.
know what you're working when you come.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you have lockers, it looks like.
Yes.
Your aesthetic here is beautiful. So has the 7 years been all in this one location?
It has,
Oh,
yes.
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
How's this complex changed?
Honestly, it hasn't really changed too much either. Everybody
Okay.
also, we were one of the very first ones to go in this
Okay.
complex. And then everybody around us, it's pretty much stayed exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Minus like a few, the restaurant, and maybe a few on the other side too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's real. How many people to a class?
27.
Wow.
And then the instructor. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's-
Sometimes we do 2 instructors. That's what we're doing tonight, actually.
Oh, that's
our-
interesting.
Yeah, they're fun rides. So like,
So
we
what
kind
is?
of-
How does that differ?
So it's 2 coaches in front of you, obviously. So it's just more energy up front because you have 2 people talking on the mic instead of 1.
Okay.
So like when someo's like telling you what to do, the other person is almost like hyping you up and saying something different. So it's just like double the energy.
So is that how let's get novice here.
Yeah.
So like I'm on my bike with my shoes ready.
Yes.
You know, I'm feeling the music, and so the coach is yelling like what? Like give me a prompt.
Yeah, so we might be climbing a hill, we might be sprinting.
Okay, so that would be it. So we're climbing a hill right now.
Yeah, we're climbing a hill, so
does
turning
it get
up your
harder?
resistance. Yes, so you control it. There's a red knob in front of you, your resistance level. And then on our monitors it says how high you are in your resistance. So we'll give you like a range of gear, range of speed.
Okay.
And we always say if you're not in the range, it's totally fine because it's your workout too. But so we might just say gear
I'm the
10,
guy who
like up
pushes
a
the
hill.
bike up the hill.
Yeah,
Just for the
yeah. Oh, me too. I walk mine up, don't worry. Yeah, don't get it full.
Okay, so that's how I've always wondered. So like they're saying we're going up a hill, and then like you change your
you can change your gear, and then if you want to go faster, you just literally pick up your legs and go faster.
Okay.
So.
Are the shorter like 15-minute ones a little bit more intense because you're only there for 50 minutes? You got to make it count more, or like how does the programming work?
So we really use the music. So like if the beat drop on a song is 30 seconds, then we'll probably push for 30 seconds.
Oh, shit, okay.
If it's only 15 seconds, then we'll only use 15 seconds.
Okay.
So every instructor can play whatever songs they want, any remix. So when they're like programming it in, they kind of know ahead of time, like, this song, 30 seconds, we're gonna push or we're gonna sprint, whatever it is.
So what is one of your like go-to? Name a couple songs that just get you pedaling.
So One More Time by Daft Punk. That song.
I could see that.
Any remix of that song. I probably, if you ask anybody.
I was trying to think what the original song sounds like. There's been so many remixes of that song.
Any remix is on my top 5 for sure. And then Levels Mixed with No Hands by Waka Flocka. It's a very specific song, but it gets the crowd going.
I'm not that hip. I don't know what that is.
So Levels by Avicii, and then a rap song basically mixed in.
That's cool.
So those are my go-tos. What else? Call on Me is a good song. I always have that in the list.
Okay.
Anything with a good beat, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, specifically since the workout is kind of designed by the beat, that's kind of a really important part of the
I'm
whole
always
thing.
listening to music. Always. Yeah.
All right. If you work, what kind of music do you like not when you're working out? Like, not.
I don't know. I mean, I really only listen to remixes now.
Really?
So remixes. Any song remixed, it's like my new favorite song.
So you're just always up.
Always up. Okay. Yeah, there's no chill in the car with me, so I hope you're ready.
See, I'm all chill.
Yeah, there's no chill.
I'm like Zach Bryan, depressing.
We're raging at 6 a.m. always.
That's good. What's funny because when I was talking to Alaina right before this, like, Lexi looks like she has good energy. This is going to be Of course she does. Like she screams at people on bicycles. It's like, damn, what do we get ourselves into?
Yes,
I'm yelling. I'm encouraging with a high voice. Yeah.
About how many classes do you do a day? And then like, what are your like hours traditionally?
So we have like 3 to 4 classes a day. We'll have some in the morning and some in the afternoon. Some days we have super early morning, like 5:45, and some days our earliest one's 9:30. And then we always have a 6 and 7 p.m. And then on the weekends we just have morning classes.
Which one's like peak? Are they all just?
Honestly, they're all pretty peak. yeah, all of them pretty much. Especially on the weekends, since we only have a few. Our schedule opens up like 3 weeks in advance, so people will literally set their alarm for Monday at 7, so they reserve their specific bike.
Is that the earliest 7 you said?
Yeah, Monday, or our schedule opens up Monday at 7, but we have a 6 p.m. class too. But
I feel like, so like, do you see more people in the mornings, or I guess it's kind of across the board. I'm trying to figure out what type of workout person I am. I want to be in the morning, but I don't work out well in the morning.
Yeah,
I want to get it over with because I'll do it more, but I do it like I half-ass it a little bit.
Yeah,
and I hate going afterward because then I'm like, I just want to skip to like the dinner or the fun part of the evening. I'm like, so then I'm like angry on there, but I do the best workout at that time, so I'm still trying to figure out my
I'm
thing.
I'm an afternoon person for sure.
Me too.
The earliest I teach is 10 a.m. Well, I teach at 9:30 sometimes too, but 10 a.m. on Saturday, and I'm like, all right, let me check my Celsius, and I'm good. Yep. But
Celsius, we were just talking about that. Apparently that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fan fave for sure. We all start the day instructors with a Celsius.
We see it in the fridge over there.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so you were talking about there's different ways to partake in this, right?
Yeah.
So like was one of those, I'm sorry, was like you just buy a package or something?
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
Yeah, so you
say
can
that
just
one more
buy
time?
a package. So we have as little as 3 classes and as many as 20 and somewhere in between. So if you're coming a lot and want to buy a big one, great. If you just want to get started with something small, we have that too. And then you can sign up on our website or through our app. We have an app in the App Store. It's just Cycletique. So
Yeah, this would be, I mean, we're filming this right before, kind of like, well, literally right before Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, like, do people ever gift these? Like, I feel like this would be a great gift. I mean, you have to have a good relationship with the person, otherwise they might take it in the wrong way.
right. Yeah. No, people do come in around this time of year. We definitely do a lot of gift card sales for like people to buy a package with or put towards like a monthly package, whatever they do.
What's your number one clothing seller?
Honestly, anytime we get these E-Supply PJs in, they're always a go-to just because they're so soft. But our number one actual clothing seller is all of our logo stuff. Immediately when that stuff goes out, it like sells out.
Yeah, I love the one you're wearing right now. So cute.
Yeah, so as soon as we always post what's coming like 2 days before on Instagram, I'll like drop a reel and then people know like, okay, I better come in and get it because it's gonna go quick.
I did love that reel when the rack was outside and you guys were starting. Yeah, that was super cute.
I had to bring in my boyfriend. I'm like, I need that carried outside. Yeah. He's like, for what? I'm like, you'll see. He's like, all right, whatever.
Well done, boyfriend. Well done. And made for good social content.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
anything for the content.
It's really cool to have the clothing element to this. Like it just like it feels like you're building a community, I'll call it, of like people who it's not just clothes, it's not just workout. Like you're talking about talking to them and kind of like creating relationships through that. And I would say for something like this or any sort of workout, like a gym of any sort, it's like really nice when you have a gym buddy or a cycle buddy or whatever you have.
It just makes it easier. It just, and it holds you accountable almost. Like, oh, my friend's going, it won't be so bad. We'll laugh it out, we'll sweat it out together, whatever it is. So definitely. And even if you don't know anybody, like I said, it's just getting here and like talking to someone here because our community is so opening. They'll talk to you about anything and really they'll become friends with you instantly. Like, so there's always someone to meet.
Good place to meet friends.
Yeah, I probably need to start coming here.
For sure. Yes.
I didn't mean to look at you when I said that.
I know, that's why. I just said it.
So as we wrap, because people are starting to file in here for the class, I'm going to steal Alaina's favorite question is, and you kind of might have said a little bit of it in the intro, but like for the community out there that hasn't really heard about this, like what are some messages that you do want them to know? Like obviously the one that I think is amazing is like just come.
Right,
get
just
through
come.
the door.
Yeah, just
like
come.
Don't feel intimidated with the shoes or the music or the yelling. But like is there anything else that you just kind of want to talk about?
Definitely just going off that part. Like we always say, like what you see on Instagram, it's Instagram. We want it to look like polished and perfect, but there's no such thing, especially here, especially in the spin room, there's no such thing as perfect. So just trying your best, coming out, bringing a friend, anything, just walking through the door. Like we said, that's the hardest part. You'll meet somebody and you'll get through it and you'll just have the best time. That's the goal. So
yeah. Well, this is exciting. I want to try it. I've never tried it.
Definitely.
I mean,
gosh,
I've seen it, but like I am a little nervous. But
I mean, it's.
I guess if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Oh my gosh, anybody can do it. That's what we always say. Spinning's for anybody. So
okay.
Yeah,
That's
it
really
just
cool.
seems super fun. Such good vibes here. Like I've been smiling the whole time, just like listening to you.
Yes, I know. We were singing always. So
I mean, the music has to be like. I mean, if the music's right, it's kind of going out. Sometimes you go out and you're like, I'm tired, and then that song. hits,
the
like,
song with one beat drop hits.
Oh
and it's
my
like,
gosh.
all right, I'm back to life.
Like there's times I'm like, if they play Rihanna in the club, then all of a sudden I am like, I'm ready to rock. Yeah, I don't know what it is about
I mean,
her.
we pick our favorite songs, so like we're
cool.
jamming.
So you guys cultivate like in like. So like programming, like are you guys like, okay, for this class, let's like, so you guys change it up, I guess.
We do. Yeah,
okay.
we do. So
that's
like
smart.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Like our power classes, we'll definitely program in some more hills and more speed and more up and down where like our rhythm might be a little bit more like endurance. So like holding the beat rather than like pushing to the beat and coming back down and pushing and coming back down. So like we just pick songs that also do that, if that makes sense.
That's really cool. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do people buy their own shoes or they just use them?
They do. So we sell our own shoes. Those ones are
they're back there.
Right there. They're just much more comfortable. They're like wearing an actual tennis shoe rather than like, those are just old school spin shoes that are
Okay.
just harder toes. So we just keep them here if you don't have your own shoes. But I would say like 90% of the people that come do have their own shoes.
Okay.
So
They're committed.
makes a difference.
Another
Yeah.
Christmas gift idea.
Exactly. Exactly.
For all your friends. And if you don't have some, come here.
Yes, that too.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, just before we wrap, why don't you kind of just say where we're located, tell them your Instagram handle,
Yeah.
and any other call to action.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So I'm Lexi. We're in Bethel Park at Cycletique, and we're offering $10 drop-ins with the code UnpackPittsburgh. So all you have to do is download the Cycletique app or go to the website, cycletiquepgh.com, and you can create an account that way and purchase your drop-in. So that's it. Hope to see you there.
Love it.
Awesome. I'm excited to try. I'm curious what
Yes.
song it's kind of interesting. Like I'd be more curious about the music
Yeah.
than how bad I'm going to be on the bike. Like,
Oh, no, not at all. We actually just did a pitbull ride on Monday night, and we all went all in on this theme. We had the bald caps, the sunglasses.
That's what we
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
saw
like, they're
that.
fun. They're
I
fun.
was like, man, they're a fun group of people.
yes.
They're committed.
So you never know what you're gonna get when you walk in. That's the fun part.
Okay, very fun.
But yeah, we do take song requests too. So if you have a song that gets you going,
Oh,
just
well, you don't
say
want
the
mine.
word
Mine will
and
be
then
all boring. Like
say the word.
Zach Bryan.
I'll find a remix. I'll find a remix.
Oh,
Don't
shoot,
worry.
okay.
I'll find a
that
remix.
might change my life, actually.
my
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Lexi, thank you for having us. This is awesome. We'll definitely come check it out. And thanks for the code. We'll post that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And your clothes are awesome. So
Yeah. Well,
very
thank
cool.
you. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And congratulations on 7 years. That's impressive.
Thanks again.
So, awesome. Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for watching Unpack Pittsburgh. We appreciate you, and definitely come check this out.